Russia's intensified conflict in Kharkiv has significantly escalated the situation for Ukrainian troops, making conditions increasingly challenging for those on the front lines. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky addressed the ongoing situation in the eastern Donetsk region, emphasizing the intense combat taking place there. He noted tangible results in the Kharkiv region, which has faced increased pressure following Russia's recent offensive.
The situation in the Pokrovsk direction and other Donetsk directions, Kramatorsk and Kharkiv, remains extremely difficult now. It's where most of the combat is taking place. The Kharkiv region, our forces are destroying the occupier, and the results are tangible.
Ukraine's military, facing significant challenges, is utilizing bomb-laden drones to target Russian military vehicles and slow their advance on the new front. Zelensky reiterated the pressing need for air defense weapons in his country. He emphasized Ukraine's urgent requirement for additional air defense systems and Western fighter jets.
Russian murderers are actively using guided aerial bombs in the area of Chasiv Yar, in the Pokrovsk sector, in the area of Lipsy in the Kharkiv region, and in other combat areas. This brings us back again and again to the need for air defense for additional defense systems that could significantly mitigate the difficulties for our warriors and the threat to our cities and communities.
Germany's Foreign Minister, Annalena Baerbock, highlighted the urgent need for air defense systems in Ukraine during her visit to Kyiv. She emphasized Germany's commitment to providing support, acknowledging the significant funds raised for this purpose.
The best protection against the Russian missile terror is strengthening Ukrainian air defense. So this is the absolute priority for us at this time.
Despite ongoing pleas from Ukrainian officials for additional air defense systems, including US-made Patriots, the country continues to face a critical shortage in this area, leaving it vulnerable to Russian attacks on civilian and military targets. As Ukraine's depleted forces struggle to fend off Russia's aggressive offensive along the eastern border, Germany's recent pledge of a third Patriot battery falls short of addressing the urgent need for comprehensive air defenses. Russia's advantage in aerial warfare has allowed it to target Ukraine's power grid, aiming to undermine morale and disrupt critical infrastructure.
Unfortunately, we all understand that the strikes will not end. So at today's level of losses, if we get additional strikes that will have a negative impact on the power system, it will be very difficult. Therefore, it is necessary to prepare, but we will definitely do everything to increase the generation as much as possible to ensure the stability of the system as much as possible.
The recent escalation in violence in Kharkiv has led to the evacuation of thousands of people from border areas, with Russian drone attacks causing extensive damage. Security concerns forced the cancellation of the German minister's planned visit to Kharkiv, where ongoing Russian attacks have resulted in significant damage and civilian casualties. Amidst the ongoing conflict in Ukraine, Switzerland is preparing to host a peace summit in June. However, the Kremlin has cast doubt on the effectiveness of the planned summit, stating that it would be futile without Russia's participation.
And this Swiss conference is convened with the only goal to discuss the Zelensky formula as an ultimatum. And it's not by chance that the Swiss summit, including the Swiss diplomats, they are stating that this conference is not being convened to bridge the gaps, but it is convened to support Ukraine.
Russian President Vladimir Putin also recently criticized the forthcoming Ukraine peace summit in Switzerland, characterizing it as a tactic to exert pressure on Russia.
Now they are squeaking, let's have a conference urgently. Go ahead. Will Russia participate? We are ready to participate in peace negotiations, but we don't invite you. Here you go. And Russia is accused of not wanting to take part, so we are not invited.
With the looming Ukraine peace summit in Switzerland, tensions rise as Russia questions its effectiveness without their involvement. Despite skepticism, the international community persists in its pursuit of diplomatic solutions for a lasting peace in Ukraine, adhering to international law and UN principles.